Time is life's currency, the most valuable thing you own. And yet most people spend it like it's unlimited. But let me tell you something plain and simple. Once it's gone, it's gone. You don't get refunds on the time you wasted scrolling, sleeping on your dreams, or hesitating out of fear. While you're busy procrastinating, someone out there with less talent, fewer resources, and bigger problems is outworking you. Why? Because they understand the value of time. You think you've got time? That's a dangerous lie. Every second that passes is a chance you'll never get back. You can make more money. You can rebuild relationships. You can even recover from failure. But you can't get back time. People love to say, "I'll start next week," or "I'll wait until it feels right." But let me be real with you. The clock doesn't wait for your motivation to show up. Destiny doesn't care about your comfort zone. The people who make it, who really win at life, they treat time like gold. They get up early. They show up when they don't feel like it. They sacrifice comfort for progress. Why? Because they know their dreams are on the other side of effort. If you're wasting time, you're wasting purpose. You're wasting legacy. So stop treating your time like it's disposable. Guard it, invest it, respect it, because your destiny is on the line and time is the price. You already know what you're meant to do. Don't act like you're confused. Deep down, when it's quiet, when nobody's around and you're just alone with your thoughts, you feel it, that pull, that voice, that idea that won't let go. That's not random. That's your calling. And you've been running from it. You've been distracting yourself, telling yourself you're not ready, that you don't have what it takes. But that's a lie you keep telling yourself, because chasing purpose is uncomfortable. It demands growth. It demands courage. And instead of facing that, you keep yourself busy with things that don't matter. You're not lost. You're avoiding the truth. You already know what lights your soul on fire. You already know what keeps you up at night with excitement or frustration, because you're not doing it. And every time you ignore it, you feel that ache. That's your soul screaming at you. Do what you're here to do. Stop pretending like you need more time to figure it out. You've known for years. It's not clarity you lack. It's commitment. The problem isn't that you don't know your purpose. The problem is you're afraid to bet on yourself. You're afraid to fail, afraid of what people will think, afraid of how hard it might get. But hear this, nothing will ever feel right until you start living right. And right means doing what you were built for. So stop hiding behind doubt. You already know your purpose. Now it's time to chase it like your life depends on it. Because it does. Excuses are the stories we tell ourselves to feel better about doing nothing. I'm too tired. I don't have the money. I wasn't born into the right family. Let me tell you something straight. Excuses don't pay bills, and they sure as hell don't fulfill dreams. You can't take an excuse to the bank. You can't build a future with a complaint. Every time you choose to sit back and make another excuse, someone else out there is grinding through worse and getting results. Life doesn't reward people who explain their way out of action. It rewards people who show up, people who take what they've got, no matter how little, and make something out of it. You want something big, then stop playing small with your mindset. You keep saying you're waiting for the perfect opportunity. But the truth is, you're scared of putting in the work and failing. So instead of trying, you blame your situation. You blame your job, your childhood, your environment. But here's the truth. Nobody's coming to rescue you. Nobody's going to feel sorry for your excuses. Not the world, not your dream, and not your destiny. You have two choices every day: make progress or make excuses. You can't do both. Excuses are easy. Anybody can point a finger. But success, that's earned. It's built in the dark, when nobody's watching, when you're tired, when you're broke, when you're scared, but you do it anyway. Because deep down, you know your future is too important to let your fears do the talking. So the next time you feel one of those excuses creeping in, shut it down. Remind yourself that nothing changes until you change. Your excuses might comfort you today, but they'll cost you everything tomorrow. Your destiny isn't waiting behind some magical door of luck or talent. It's sitting right on the other side of discipline. That's the truth nobody wants to hear, because discipline isn't glamorous. Discipline isn't flashy. It's not viral. It's waking up when you don't feel like it. It's showing up when nobody's clapping. It's doing the boring, the hard, the uncomfortable over and over again. People love the idea of success, but they hate what it takes to get there. Everybody wants the outcome, but few are willing to live the process. And the process, it demands discipline. Dreams don't work just because you visualize them. They only work when you grind with relentless consistency. Discipline is doing it anyway. When you're tired, when you're discouraged, when you've failed 10 times already. It's saying, this is who I am now, and backing that up with your choices every single day. You don't rise to the level of your potential. You fall to the level of your discipline. So if you're wondering why your life hasn't changed, look at your habits. Look at how you use your mornings, how you spend your evenings, what you do when no one's watching. Your future is being shaped by your routines, not your intentions. Discipline is the bridge between where you are and where you're meant to be. And yes, it's hard, but regret is harder. Missing out on your destiny because you lack the discipline to pursue it. That's a pain you don't want to carry. So stop waiting to feel motivated and start training your mind to follow through. That's how you win. That's how you unlock the life that's been waiting on you. You keep telling yourself you're waiting for the right time. That when things calm down, when you save a little more money, when you feel more confident, that's when you'll start. But that's not planning. That's fear dressed up in a nice outfit. That's hesitation pretending to be wisdom. And the truth is, the right time doesn't exist. Life will always be chaotic. There will always be problems, always be bills, stress, distractions, and reasons to stay where you are. But growth doesn't happen in perfect conditions. It happens when you move anyway. People waste years, even decades, waiting for everything to line up, and then wonder why they're stuck. Let me be real with you, waiting is comfortable. It's safe. It lets you avoid failure, avoid criticism, avoid the hard work. But you don't grow in safety. You grow in movement. You grow by taking a step when your legs are shaking, by saying yes when everything in you is screaming no. If you're waiting for the fear to leave, you'll be waiting forever. Courage isn't the absence of fear. It's choosing to act in spite of it. Stop hiding behind your someday. Someday isn't coming. All you've got is now. And right now is enough. You've got what you need to take the first step. You've got the dream, the hunger, the spark. You don't need a perfect plan. You need a decision. So stop stalling. Stop lying to yourself about needing more time. You don't need more time. You need more courage. and your destiny is getting tired of waiting on you to show up. Your talent means absolutely nothing without hustle. You can be the most gifted person in the room, but if you don't put in the work, that gift dies with you. Talent might give you a head start, but it won't carry you to the finish line. Effort does that. Drive does that. Grit does that. The world is full of talented people who are broke, bitter, and stuck because they thought talent was enough. It's not. Talent without work is just potential sitting in the corner, wasting away. You think you're special because you're good at something. Good isn't good enough without action. Somebody with half your ability, but twice your hustle will outpace you every single time. While you're thinking about it, they're doing it. While you're waiting for inspiration, they're building. While you're showing off your gift, they're sharpening theirs behind closed doors. That's why hustle always wins, because it doesn't wait for opportunity. It creates it. You can't coast on potential. You've got to grind it out. You've got to treat your gift like a seed and work every day to water it, grow it, protect it. That means putting in time when you're tired. That means sacrificing comfort. That means doing the work when no one's applauding you, when no one's validating you, when no one's even watching. Hustle turns ordinary into extraordinary. Without it, talent is just a wasted blessing. So if you've been leaning on your natural ability, thinking that's enough, it's time to wake up. Your destiny doesn't reward talent. It rewards effort, discipline, and persistence. Hustle like your future depends on it, because it does. Your future self is out there, 5, 10, 20 years from now, watching you, silently hoping you'll get serious today. That version of you that's successful, healthy, fulfilled, finally living the life you dream about. They don't show up by accident. They're built by the choices you make right now, not someday. Every day you procrastinate, every hour you waste, every excuse you make, you push that future further out of reach. Think about that for a second. That version of you with the business, the dream career, the peace, the purpose, they're counting on you. And you're either building them or you're betraying them. See, it's not just about today's comfort. It's about tomorrow's regret. That future you is either going to thank you or resent you. Thank you for staying disciplined. Thank you for pushing through the hard days. Or they're going to resent you for being too scared, too lazy, too distracted to do the work. You have the power to shape who you become, but that power only exists in the present moment. You can't rewrite the past. You can't fast forward to the future, but you can act today, right now. That's where transformation begins. Not in your head, not in your intentions, but in your actions. Don't wait until life forces you to change. Don't wait until you're out of time, out of chances, and looking back wondering, what if? Start now. Not because it's easy, because the person you're meant to be is worth it. That future you is begging you to stop wasting time and step into who you're supposed to become. You were made for more. You can feel it in your gut, can't you? That quiet voice inside that keeps whispering, this isn't it. That feeling you get when you look at your life and know you're playing small. You weren't put on this earth just to survive, pay bills, and wait for weekends. You've got something inside you that was built to rise, to lead, to create, to impact. But somewhere along the way, you started settling. You started listening to the noise that said, be realistic, stay in your lane, don't aim too high, and you bought into it. You convinced yourself that maybe a mediocre life is good enough. But it's not for you. Not for someone with your fire, your vision, your potential. Settling might feel safe, but it's slowly suffocating your soul. You weren't built to blend in. You were built to stand out. And you're not going to get there by playing it safe, by avoiding risk, or by watering yourself down to make others comfortable. You've got to demand more from yourself. Push past the fear. Let go of the need for approval. Stop waiting for someone to give you permission to go after what's yours. You were made for more than just existing. You were made to live, to love, to fight for something bigger than yourself. So stop settling for the bare minimum. Stop pretending like this is all there is. Deep down, you already know you were meant to do something great. Now it's time to stop dreaming about it and start becoming it. So here's the truth. Time is not your friend, it's your test. Every second that slips by is either building your destiny or burying it. You've got the vision, the talent, the potential, but none of that means anything if you keep standing still. This life doesn't reward intentions, it rewards action. You can keep waiting, keep making excuses, keep telling yourself one day. But understand this, your destiny is not waiting forever. It's calling you now, loud and clear. And the only question that matters is this: will you answer? Will you rise up and fight for the life you know you're meant to live? Or will you sit back and watch someone else live the dream you were too afraid to chase? The clock is ticking. Your future is watching. And the only thing standing between who you are and who you could be is what you do right now. Stop wasting time. Your destiny is waiting. Go get it.